Hey, just wanted to do a quick video. Getting sidetracked from my normal videos, but I just wanted to do a short update off camera. I need to follow up with the videos that I was going to do as far as dumping Alfonso Knoll and Active World Club, dumping all their financials, and the federal lawsuit that I won against them for fraud. The depositions, I need to get on camera and just go through that whole thing. I mean, it's 180 pages, but this was sent to me today, and it looks like this freaking dork does not know how to pay his bills. Look, this is a small lawsuit. He's going to lose it. It's only for $5,700. But, I mean, this is just, oh, man. I had gotten sidetracked and busy on another project, but I need to get back into this and continue with my other stuff that I'm working on. But I mean, this is just pathetic. I mean, this guy's a freaking bold ass dork scammer, crypto scammer. He can't even pay $5,700, man. I mean, what a dork. I mean, just a straight up doofus dork. He has no money, y'all. Y'all can keep giving this scammer y'all's money. You're getting smoked. He ain't got no money. He's broke. He ain't never had money. His financials that I'm going to show all of you will prove it. Even when he started and introduced himself to me, and we talked about the idea of creating AWC, I assumed he had millions of dollars because that's what he said. Come to find out, through deposition and discovery, he didn't have anywhere close to the money. He's embezzled anywhere. I have over 5 million documented. I think it's over 10 million that he's flushed to the exchange. And y'all are going to continue to whine and cry about liquidity. Look, there is no money. DivinciPay, Give Bucks, Scrap, USHX, every single token that is launched through AWC and Alfonso is a scam. That is why when they do these pre-sale launches, they ask you to send ETH off network because they don't want it to be found by anybody. And that's why y'all have no case when y'all want to file your lawsuits against them. Y'all back down because it's like, oh, I can't prove anything. Well, you should have kept your fucking receipts. That's your problem. That is why I made a contract with this dumbass. I was at least smart enough to do that. And I got my $1 million judgment. Guilty of fraud. That is why when I filed my case, I did it based off of fraud. Because we knew he didn't have any money. We knew that the money that I paid, he blew. There was never any Lambos for you. There was never any Ferraris for you. There was never any real estate for you. There was never any real estate for you. Or excuse me, I said that twice. There was never any yachts for you. So while he was partying up with your money and my money, he kept it and flushed it through the exchange. And he's just not paying anybody. So not only were all of the tokens scams, the dude still can't. I mean, this is a new judgment, a new lawsuit. Like I said, he's going to lose this shit. But the thing is, he's not even going to show up because he's a bitch, right? So he's just going to do a default and they're going to get a judgment against him like everybody else has. There is no money in AWC, NSAV, DivinciPay, Give Bucks, all these new projects that they are trying to sell you are scams. That is why there is never any liquidity and there won't be any liquidity. And y'all idiots can sit on Discord and Telegram and sit there and circle jerk each other and say, when are we going to be able to sell? When are we going to be able to sell? And then they get online and guess what their response is? We're going to test the market because we want to find out who is going to sell our tokens. That's freaking stupid. Like no crypto project does that. They're never going to launch. There's never going to be liquidity and you're never going to be able to sell. Ever. And this is just proof of why. Because they don't have anything. They've kept your money and they've funneled it through the exchange. You're never going to be able to find it because it's off chain. But I just want to show y'all that here is another lawsuit filed against Alfonso. And this is well over $2 million of people going after his dumb ass. And there's probably going to be more. Well, I know there's going to be more. I'm just not going to tell y'all how and where and when and why. But there's more. But yeah, it looks like this company, Laughing Rock, it's a consulting dev firm. So I'm going to go out on a limb without actually doing any research. And it's just another company who they owe money to, and they probably just never paid. Just like the dev who built the metaverse, Alfonso still owes him 40 grand. But he can't sue him because he's in the UK. So just never mind that guy too, right, Alfonso? Just fuck that dude. He created the universe, the metaverse, which, by the way, you in your emails to me, you tried to sell it to me. You tried to sell the metaverse to me when it wasn't even yours to sell, which is why you never went to trial in my federal case, because you knew I dumped that on you during discovery. And we said, hey, Alfonso, can you explain this? And guess what Alfonso did? The bitch went and ran. So I get worked up on this just because it's, it consumes some of my time and energy, but I have to unload this dumbass and make it all public for everybody so you can see it. But he'll hide in Discord and Telegram. That's the small protection that he has. He won't come out anywhere. As y'all are now noticing, he hasn't filed a new suit against me. His countersuit got smoked by the judge, denied. So why am I being able to dump all of this on an individual who I actually own $1 million judgment on? I mean, think about it. I own another human being. It's kind of freaking pathetic to say, but I do. But why isn't he countersuiting me? Why isn't he filing suit on all this shit that I'm dropping? I'm making all this public. So Alfonso, why aren't you coming after me on all of this? Because you know it's true and you have nothing against anybody. That's why when I'm going to assume that there's going to be future lawsuits, and that's why you're just going to run. You're going to hide. You're never going to show up, and you're just going to default on everything because that's what you do. You don't do shit. And like I said, this is just a small little judgment. This is for $6,000 or it's a lawsuit, but it will be a judgment. And then when it turns into a judgment, I'll post that and make it public. And it's just going to be another person or company that you've smoked, and you can go hide in your little wood shack in Pennsylvania behind those trees. I can drop the Google map. We know where you live. But anyways, pay your bills, you fucking dork.